Hi Cancer, this is Kacee with your love reading for April. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sending lots of love and blessings your way today. We're going to start by pulling some emotion cards, and we're going to pull you guys to the left and the energy that you're dealing with to the right. It may resonate with a romantic interest or your spouse. It can also resonate with a coworker or a family member. So we're going to go ahead and start by pulling those cards and see what kind of message we have today. Clarity of belief is your emotional energy. This is you manifesting something. This is you transforming because there's something that you stumble upon that changes your outlook and your belief systems, and you really feel very light and happy about this newfound information that has kind of released you from something that you've been hanging on to, and it has been a disservice to you because it really wasn't the full truth. This could be truth about yourself, truth about a situation, truth about something from your childhood that may have scarred you in a way that you look at it from a different perspective because there's new information that comes about. This can also mean that you are now raising your vibration to a higher level spiritually, and you see things from a different point of view. You understand that there's a bigger picture. This is a very beautiful release of energy and gaining of clarity. All right, let's see what their energy is. Reach out. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and pull a wisdom card, but right now I see that they're in need of something and they need a helping hand. They need someone to help rise them up. If you notice, those hands are stacked one on top of the other, and it's like a staircase. Okay, they're at a low time that they're needing some help, and you're able to bring some clarity into the situation, some understanding because of where you've been and what your belief systems are. I mean, you're very spiritual. You are always learning something new about yourself, about your spirituality, and you're able to help other people in their regular problems as well as their spiritual problems. But they're needing a helping hand. They're needing someone to help raise them up. And if you notice, he has his arm extended with that butterfly. He's giving that love and compassion that is needed to this person right now. And sometimes it's hard for people to reach out, so you have to kind of like look a little deeper, listen a little better, and kind of pick up on the subtle clues that they're giving when they're asking for help, because some people just can't come out and say, hey Cancer, I'm really feeling bad today, can you help me? Can you want to go to lunch? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And sometimes they don't want to do anything. They just want you to sit there with them while they contemplate life. All right, belonging. Welcome them into your tribe, into your home, into your family, making them feel that they're part of the unit, that their energy matters, their presence matter, they matter. Sometimes when they're in that low-lying energy, they feel like they're invisible because no one can see their pain, and it's more so they're not reaching out the way they're supposed to, even though people can see it, people can help. They're coming in with High Priestess of Water, which is hugely emotional, okay, guys? So whatever they're going through right now is very emotional. They're going through something in their journey that they have to work through, even if it's a physical thing that they're dealing with. Separation of jobs, separation with family members, but it's triggering a spiritual journey at the same time, because this is one of those soul path moments that they have to get through so that they can, expand. And you're bringing them in. You're acting like you're all in on their recovery, on their raising their vibration. It's like you just adopt them or something, you know what I mean? It's like if you have a child and they have a friend that's in need, you're all over it. You're taking care of them. And it doesn't have to be that dynamic, but it's somebody that's really in need and you're really stepping up. Take a moment And it's asking if you have time to take care of yourself. And they're also saying now is not the right time to rush into a decision. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. This is asking you to not go so deep. You know, I was getting this real impression you were all in, and now they're asking you to pull back a little bit because we don't want to smother them. We need to let them go through their own journey. As much as you want to help, you can't make it better for them. They have to make it better for themselves. Also, they don't want you to overinvest something. You don't want to move strangers into your home. You don't want to, you know, give money that will hurt your resources, because you know these people can't pay you back. You have to make sure that you think twice about anything that you are going to obligate yourself to. And they need to breathe, okay? The breath is a vital bridge between your body and soul. It's the connection between the inside and the outside, connecting you to the universe, spirit, and the divine source. The breath permeates your entire being with prana, which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. So they're panicking. At some point, they're kind of overreacting, okay? The situation is important. The situation does need to be dealt with. But you know, sometimes you go into a panic zone and you overreact to the situation at hand, which makes it very hard for you to make a choice rationally. You know, this is where the Two of Swords kind of energy, that we don't know which way to go. And that's the energy I'm picking up with them, is that they are overreacting to the situation. As bad as they feel and as bad as it may be, it could be worse. You know, you don't want to go around and challenge universe and say that, but you see it from a different point of view. You see that there is a way out, but they don't want you to overextend yourself. They don't want you to give too much of yourself or of your resources to help this person out, because what they're telling you is not as bad as it seems. If someone's coming to you and saying they're being evicted tomorrow, and they need like all this money to stay in their apartment, and you're like, oh yeah, I'll help you, think twice, because they may have a blessing coming in that's going to bail them out, or the situation is not as dire as they're making it out to be, because they could be in that panic zone. Yes, they do need help. They need to reach out and do help, but you don't have to be the only person that's coming to save them. Here we have the Wheel of the Year. This is starting over, starting from the beginning. This is talking about not having all that experience and all that wisdom to make all the great choices that are coming before you. I feel like all the things that you're dealing with right now is very, very new. So if you're dealing with a new relationship and they're trying to move way, way too fast, they always have a need, they always need a ride, they need money, they need something, it's time for you to step back just a little bit, okay? This can be somebody from the past, because this is also coming up with Three of Swords in reverse, as well as the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, on top of the Wheel of the Year in reverse. The Three of Swords in reverse is talking about letting go of past hurts and situations and feeling of being betrayed, letting go of that energy, finding that clarity somehow, some way to release it and not carry it forward. Now, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse talks all about an unhappy, unstable family life, finances, and just security, all just in general. And it's talking about, you know, it really, really hurt when you were betrayed. Everything got messed up, you know, it was like just bam, and then you had to figure it out. And that's where your clarity of belief comes in, because now you're figuring out that there is a better way, there is another way to handle this. It's not as doom and gloom, but you have to take care of yourself. So if someone's coming from the past and they're, I'm so sorry, and I need you, and I want this, and this, that, and the other, be very, very careful, because they are not telling you everything that you need to know. And I feel like they're pulling the emotional strings with the High Priestess of Water. They're working with their psychic abilities to know what to say to you, to get you, the emotional Cancer person, to kind of jump in and be the savior for the day. But Spirit's saying no. Take a moment and breathe. Think about what you're doing before you do it. Success within a very important relationship. Six of Wands with the Lovers. I'm not done pulling, guys. Here we have the Five of Swords in the upright, which is conflict. And then we have the Three of Cups in reverse. And then we have the Nine of Cups in the upright. We also have Temperance, Queen of Swords in reverse, Three of Wands in the upright, the Moon card, and the Nine of Wands. Wow. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. The end goal, I feel, is to have that successful relationship, that perfect pairing with someone else that you truly can just be yourself with, and they can be themselves with you, and there is no drama, there is no strife, there's just very comfortable unconditional love. But there's always something that comes in that blocks that perfect balance of the Nine of Cups, that all your hopes, wishes, and dreams. I feel like there's a conflict with family members with the Three of Cups. Usually that means that there's a three-party situation going on, but I feel here this is more of a family dynamic that is causing conflict. Now it can be a third-party situation where, you know, you find out that someone's been doing something they're not supposed to be doing, and that really makes that huge conflict. But I feel because of the Nine of Wands at the end, that it's something that it's more of a family member situation. And we'll go through this again with the Temperance, which is all about faith. And then there's the Queen of Swords in reverse. And this is talking about, you know, not being very clear and concise in your mental body, you know, saying things you're not supposed to say sometimes, you know, being a little quick-witted with the tongue, being very sharp, blunt, to the point, and a little harsh sometimes. But you know what? I think that you're kind of starting to lose your cool because something comes to light with the Moon card in reverse. Everything looks like it's going in the right direction, and then bam, the Moon card in reverse comes out, and it's something you want to fight for. So there's something that comes out of the woodwork through conversations with the Three of Cups. I feel like this are people that are not having your back right now. They're talking out of turn. They shouldn't be saying the things they say because they don't have all the information, and it's causing a conflict in a relationship that normally is very, very solid, okay? But because of recent events of why they're feeling that they need to reach out, like I said, for some of you, you know, you got to be careful of giving too much because they want you to take a moment. But I feel like a lot of you, you're dealing with a spouse that has lost their job, lost somebody very important to them, that they need your helping hand to raise up out of that energy. Again, you have to let them do this on their own. You can't fix it, but you can give them the guidance. And this is where you start all over again at the bottom, you know, walking away from the betrayal of the family loss that has happened. And there is a beautiful reconnection in a successful relationship. I do feel, however, there are family members that are chatting, okay? They're just all about the gossip. And that's what's causing a lot of the friction, because your significant other is hearing this while they're feeling down in that low energy, and it's only making them feel even more isolated because the people he thought he could count on are now running their mouths and all acting like they know everything. And here we come in with the faith as well as being harsh. So I feel like you fight for your family, you fight for your situation, you fight for your significant other. You see a path out of here, Three of Wands, but something comes to light that you're really going after, and you're like, you know what, I'm done with this, and I'm not having any more of this nonsense. I'm going to do what's right for me and my family, and I don't care what the Three of Cups in reverse has to say, because it's really irrelevant, because you're going to take care of business, but you're going to do it your way. So I feel like you have criticism with the decisions that you're making to make this a better, but you have clarity of belief. You know what's going to work. You know that this is how it's going to be. You've been through rough times before. This is not going to be the last one either, and you have to work through it. Now, I feel like for some of you, you have to be very careful. So please Don't overextend your resources that you cannot afford to give. Let's go ahead and pull a relationship card. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. This does not have to be a new relationship. This can be a rekindling of of the same relationship you're in. This can be them revealing why they feel so bad, what had happened. You know, if it's an emotional one because of the Princess of Water, like I had mentioned before, if this is something that hurt them in their emotional sector, they need to express this. And the more you get to know that side of them, even if you've been married 30 years and this comes out of the blue, you're going to find a different depth to your person. Sorry guys. So let's go ahead and pull an angel message, because like usual, I have more than one message in here. So there's a lot of different dynamics going on. Some of you are going to really deepen your relationship with your significant other through this. You're going to learn a lot about them. You're going to learn that standing together kind of shuts up the gossipers of the family or of the neighborhood or whatever the case is. Others of you, just be very, very careful not to overextend yourself when you're giving out that generosity, okay? Be very careful. You're coming in with Bethany, and it says, when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat. Excuse me. So go ahead and take that, you know, take that bath, go ahead and take that run, go to the gym, get your hair done, get your nails done, you know, whatever it is that makes you feel good. Because when you recharge, you're able to share that energy with other people. Alrighty, their angel message is Maya, and it says, schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. So yes, this is an expansion. They're raising their vibration, going through this soul path. This journey is really tough for them emotionally, and just be careful with them. You know, they're kind of tender right now, so know that as you go, but they have to do this on their own, just like you had to do whatever you had to do on your own as well, with the Three of Swords in reverse. We all make it through, but we don't make it through without our loved ones and our best friends to kind of keep us in line when we kind of go a little crazy. And I feel that that's another aspect of that. Take a breath and stand back just a little bit, because that allows them to figure it out as well. So guys, thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I hope the message helps. I would love if you would let me know and leave a comment. Please like and subscribe, because I would love to have you back. Take care.